Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteers offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose. And it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made. Six down to the 19-yard line. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? The Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, there's the ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, it's Dickey. Quickly out to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Right down the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game, he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage ball.
minutes of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go in, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet. Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass, it's Silva. Skips away from pressure. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Flanagan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up for 4 to the 19. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the ball's getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running with power. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Dickey. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple...
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, and you can tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. The option look. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Silva. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that It's complete! A huge pickup! And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass on second down. Fires downfield. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Volunteers will try to kick the... Things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense...
And he's running in the open. He's at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Silva. They're trying to get to it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flanagan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The run from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. To the air, it's Silva. They're bringing heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Wants to go up top. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. They'll go right back to it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the hole.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The play-action fake. It's complete on the right side. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Final play of the quarter coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Silva. Now he's going to break the pocket. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Off he goes. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Dickey. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Buys a little extra time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown ball. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout, and they want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. He missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Back to throw, it's Silva. Moving out of the pocket. Got room at the 35. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Coming after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking left. He's got him.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in the score.
Takes it from the gun on third down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
He'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the running back.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.